satisfied were you with that? Presumably you'd have wished for a bonus point, obviously.
Yeah, look, at the start of the day we were taking the 4 points. I think to not concede a losing bonus point as well is obviously important. But yeah, it was one of those days just going to have to battle through it, and we showed good enthusiasm, good intent to battle away. As I say, we got our tries off our defensive work, and it was one of those days where almost sometimes not having the ball was the best option. So I thought we played pretty well with the conditions. We'd have liked to have got hold of the game a bit more with our maul in the second half, but all in all, really pleased because the guys battled hard for that, and it sets us up nicely. So there's a 2-week break, obviously now in the Premiership, so we can put that competition, to the background in a certain sense, and then concentrating on the Champions Cup.
What's the situation with Jack?
Twisted his knee? Yeah, just a bit of a twist of his knee. Obviously, it's too early now to know exactly what's happened, but unfortunately, yeah, just got twisted between two bodies and had to come off. So we'll wait and see, and it's just going to be time with that.
We take it as good that he was able to walk off at least.
Yeah, I sometimes not. You don't know with these knee injuries. The in a certain sense, sometimes the least painful ones can be the longest out. So we'll obviously get it assessed, manage him now quickly, and then obviously assess it during the week.
Thomas Waldron was limping for a long time. What was the knock there?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't had anything on that. I think Tommy put quite a lot into the game. He produced some good carries for us. It was important for us, but I say it was more. We want some energy out there as much as anything. I think Kai Horseman did a great job off the bench. Got us straight on the front foot, which is what we needed.
Would you have played into the wind? Did you win the toss?
I think we would have. Trying to get this right. No, we wouldn't have done. Well, we would have probably played into the wind.
You would have,
yeah. In that
so
first half.
Did you think 19 points were enough?
I don't think you ever think it's enough. That's the problem. Look, they could have easily clawed back those 19 points. We had to do a lot of good stuff in that second half to be able to keep in front. But once we kept in front for a relatively long time, it was obviously different for them. They were going to have to force things, and obviously in those conditions you couldn't really do that. So we would have gone into the wind in the first half, but as it was, we put a lot of emphasis on not just expecting the wind to score your points. We had to put a lot of effort into that, and we did do. Our off the ball work rate was fantastic. Obviously got a couple of charge downs and a few bobbles that created some tries for us, so we'll take those.
Good day all round with the Queen's beating Saracens.
Yeah, I just heard that, so I mean it is what it is. You take the other results are out of our control. It was important we won today, obviously with the other top sides playing each other as well, and obviously Gloucester as well pushing towards that fourth spot. So it's important to just get the win. As I say, it would be nice to got the bonus point at the end, but it wasn't to be. But we would have taken 4 points at the start of the day.
I know a few players did their England hopes no harm, did they? Thomas and Jack Farling.
Well, hopefully, yeah. I mean, I think it was a bit harder for Jack Knoll to do much out there, and other guys. It's one of those you have to fight through the game, and I think we certainly saw that with those guys. Whether you judge difficulty is when you're selecting, and having been selecting and analysing players in the past, these days are a nightmare for you because you don't really get to see what happens, but all you do get to see is these guys that are prepared to put it in and work hard, and we did that pretty well.
Is Jack a reasonable consideration for a centre for England now, do you think, or is his game developed enough?
I don't know. It's not my call. I think long term we've talked about it. When Eddie was down, we talked about long term. He perhaps has got ability to go in there, but also he does a lot of good for you on the wing. So I guess it depends on their balance. It will be their call. For us, it was just about getting the right balance to our back line this week, and I say with injuries to Sam Hill and Henry Slade, it was moving Jack in was the right thing to do. our wingers fought hard today. They chased well, as well. So just worked best for us.
It gives him options as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it certainly does. I mean, he's capable. He's more than capable. Watch him play on the wing. You wouldn't say he's an out-and-out wing. He'll just stay on his wing. He goes roaming. Yeah, and that was the difficult thing for him to force his way in to that World Cup starting team. They didn't really want that. So, but if you pick Jack, you've got to let him just roam, and he's like another centre anyway. So, it doesn't. I don't lose any sleep about where he plays, and he doesn't either. He's very adaptable. He just likes getting his hands on the ball. He's probably a bit disappointed today. He just didn't get it, But he was never going to get much today. So we'll move on to next week, and hopefully we can get.
Not as much as anybody else.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it just wasn't much out there. So.
What's the absolute latest with Mitch? What's the latest?
Mitch Lees.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the actual. Obviously, we're still at the process of the scans have gone on, but for a definite time out. He's going to be out for a little bit, but we can update you on that in the future.